Well, hi there. Welcome to Home Wizards, where we love to talk about things to make you feel good when you come home. Improving your home, improve your life. I'm Cindy Dole.
Hey, I'm Eric Stroman.
And we have some fun summer projects that are things that are, well, things that not only take up time as a fun kind of a hobby, things you can do with your family while you're just kind of enjoying and luxuriating, but it's stuff that can really help you and be, I don't know, enjoying summer more.
Right, and as the heat starts to show up, who's out there looking for water more than anybody? Ants.
Yeah, I can't make that ant sound.
That's not really an ant sound.
That don't really make sounds.
That was like a chipmunk or something. Well, they're looking for water too. But ants, it's always a problem.
You got ants in your pants.
Yeah, and I need to dance. Watch me. Hey! But anyway, I digress. But yeah.
No, come on, dance more, dance more.
No, but the ants are always an issue for us in our home. And
well, you know why? The peanut butter sandwich is sitting there on the counter.
Well, the kids leave food out all the darn time.
That's all it is.
And again, they're looking for water. And I don't want to start spraying like crazy for ants. It just doesn't seem like the right thing to do. And, more and more studies come out. It feels like the spray is really toxic and not good for young kids. So there's a really great, inexpensive solution that you can create to eliminate your ants. It's basically boric acid powder that you can get at most drugstores. You do a ratio. It's a 50-50 ratio, and you can kind of eyeball. It doesn't have to be perfect science. So it's 50-50 boric acid with 50-50 sugar. Mm-hmm. And you put it in some kind of a container, and then you make like a slurry, a thick slurry with water. Stir it up a bit, and then you just kind of pour it in the areas where the ant trails are. And before you know it, those ants are gone, baby. You know what happens? They get hopped up on the sugar, and then the boric acid just takes them at the knees. Done.
Kind of sad,
yeah, but it works great. Try it. It's a thick suspension liquid. That's how it works.
I wonder how long it takes to send the troops back in, if you know what I mean.
Oh, boy, they don't want to mess with that. They send their message back, and they go somewhere else, probably to the neighbor's house. Okay. So try it. Give it a shot.
And we make a little line, like seriously, if we were to have this, let's say, in our home office.
Yeah.
Because that's happened to me before, where I'll have a cup of coffee. I might have had a salad there on my desk, and then the next day, I just see one, like a scout, right? Isn't that what they call it? The single scout ant.
That one guy, man, he's out there going, "Hey, everybody, come over here, guys. Here's the grilled cheese that was left out."
And it's like, I didn't even make a mess. How did they know? And so, am I to make a line of this boric acid and sugar like along the desk?
That's
then?
right. I would do that, or I would try and find the entry or exit point where they're coming and going,
which is hard to find,
and do a line there. And then once they get into that suspension, they're goners.
Okay.
But it beats the heck out of it. The sprays, the ant sprays in a can. You can just feel it going into your body.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
And I haven't bought boric acid. Have you?
I have actually. Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, and you can get it like I said at most of the pharmacies.
Drugstores even.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good one. Try it.
We'll try it.
Now, you know what else you can do?
What's that?
You can take, how many times you use these plastic bags and then you just throw them away. You put them in the recycling, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times I'll recycle the plastic bags.
Like the grocery store bags.
The Ziploc bags, too, I'll recycle. I'll actually wash those, turn them inside out, and let them dry.
Oh, I use those for travel.
Really? What do you put in there, your cosmetics?
Well, I don't wear makeup.
Oh my God, you look amazing.
No, I put my makeup in. Oh my God. No, I have like 10 Ziploc jumbo-sized baggies I put my makeup in. I put my lotions. Accessories. I'm terrible with toiletries when I'm packing. But then it's also great for jewelry and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but you're not going to put the jewelry in a bag that had tuna fish in it, are you?
Oh, no. But I might have, I wouldn't have tuna in it, but... there might, let's say crackers. If it had crackers, like let's say you buy crackers and you had some leftovers and you put it in the Ziploc, then I would dump that out and use it. Sure. Anyway, go ahead. Right, so what am I doing with the plastic?
You have those garbage bags, the ones that you get off the little M hook in the grocery store, those ones, and you just shove them in a drawer somewhere, and then ultimately you either use them or you throw them in the recycling.
You don't have a plastic bag wall-mounted holder?
Why no, man? I don't.
I know what I'm getting you.
That's right. But you can actually take these bags, and you can create a plastic bag tote out of them by weaving them into a fancy tote bag. Yeah, it's amazing.
That's kind of a fun project.
Yeah, it really is. And there's a great place to find out that information on how to actually do that weaving, and we'll show it to you on yourhomewizards.com. You'll see the site. But how cool is that?
It's called craftster.org.
Yeah, craftster.org, and they'll show you how to do this.
But it looks almost like fabric.
It looks really fancy.
Like it's knitted almost.
It does, I know. And how cool is that you can say, not only did you make this out of plastic bags, but it's useful and it's design savvy.
Well, do I dare say the Eric and Cindy word, it's reloved.
Reloved.
It's not recycled. Yep. It's reloved.
No.
Yeah, and the way that they've woven this, it looks like they've used blue bags, because sometimes certain stores have certain colors and others are clear, and they've almost made it like a pattern, like it's a quilt almost.
Yep.
Kind of fun.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Interesting.
Yeah. Now, how about how to catch flying bugs, insects?
Well, like yellow jackets, we'll find those guys. They always come every year, and they always seem to make this little mud nest just on our patio deck, and it's always the same place. And my husband will go out with a broom and try to take the nest down. I'm like, no, don't do that, because it could be inside. So What do you suggest?
Well, one of the old school ways to do it is a jar of honey, a little bit of honey in a jar. And the guys fly in there, and of course they get stuck in the honey, and end of story. And I think that works really darn tootin' good, don't you?
Yeah, I guess so.
What are some of the other ways that you've done?
Well, I've heard of this other method where you basically put a mixture together, and of all things, you bring in some fish.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's gonna repel not only your yellow jackets and catch them, but make
the neighbors
leave the house. Yeah.
So you basically create this a fish lure, and then you combine it with a little. Well, I guess in this bucket you would have a simple assembly using a non-toxic spray bottle, and then you combine that with this lure of the fish, and then the sweetener, and now the yellow jackets are going to come. They're attracted to the sensation of the sweet, and then for some reason they want to eat the fish,
and then they drown in the water below.
Yeah. So you've
now the other thing you can do is just find the yellow jacket nest and then spray it with a hose as hard as possible. But then they may come back.
You could.
The city will come and remove those hives for you. Did you know that? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you got I have a very active hornet nest in my backyard.
We always have those.
And so you call the city and they'll show up and they'll get rid of it.
So here's more of the ingredients, just to make sure that you have this fish thing okay. So you get a plastic dish or pan. That's your basin collecting device, if you will.
Yeah.
You're going to use, actually, we forgot to tell you, use a tablespoon of liquid dish soap. And then you have a couple of sticks that in the center are going to hold up this piece of fish. and they're going to come in, and there they go. And apparently it's been working for 50 years. It's an old recipe, and it's an old camping recipe, and it's non-toxic. And just make sure that when you're watching this, that you stay clear and let them do their thing. And don't get them angry.
Yeah, you want to bother them. Now, you know what else I love to do is make sun tea. You ever do that?
I love making sun tea. I haven't done it for a long time.
You just get yourself a nice jar with a screw-on lid, and then you put your tea bags in there with the water. Just set it outside for the day in a nice hot summer day, and by the end of the day, you got yourself some delicious tea.
And you could do that with iced coffee, too, couldn't you?
Yeah, you sure can. They actually do cold brewing of coffee.
Oh,
you know about that?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, give that a try if you want to just have something easy to do that you'll have by 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you put it out in the summer, be ready to go.
Okay.
Delicious sun tea. What else you got?
Well, a lot of times when you're thinking of a hot summer day or hot summer night, you want to chill a beverage quickly, and what you want to do is get it so cold that the guests, they've arrived, and you may not have time because, you had to go out and get a whole new batch of sodas or maybe, some beer.
Yeah.
And you forgot, you didn't get it cold or you forgot to chill it. Did you know this trick that if you get a bucket and you not only put some ice in there, but you put some salt in there, that's going to quickly reduce the temperature and it's going to almost like super freeze it instantly. Better than putting it in the freezer.
Yeah, because you know what I do is I'll wet the bottle and put it in the ice machine in the freezer, and it really doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. It's
so
all
you're
about
saying salt and ice in a bucket.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That sounds great.
And so it happens literally like in minutes. It's going to be faster than anything else than you can imagine. So consider that for, oh my gosh, I'm stressing out. The company's coming and my beverages are all hot. Hey, that's cool.
Good.
Yeah.
Good advice, right?
Have you ever considered making a solar oven? Would you ever do that?
What are you cooking in this thing?
It sounds like I'm cooking up a storm right now.
What is that?
I don't know. I'm cooking something.
What are you making?
I don't know, but we're grilling. It sounds like, I don't know. It sounds like you got something coming out of your computer. I don't know where it is. Anyway, so that's something that you can do. You can actually make a solar-powered oven. And I don't know if we can get rid of that sound. Oh, I'll see if I can try it. There we go.
Those beautiful sea sounds. Delicious.
That's our delicious sea sounds.
Yeah.
No, let's say that you wanted to make a solar oven. We're going to put the diagram on the website, but you actually create a box and this little device that collects solar energy, and you can grill with this. I know it sounds kind of crazy.
Now, does this have to do with like a easy bake oven? Sort
It's
of?
kind of like an easy bake oven, exactly. It's very, very, camping esque, but you can do it. You need a cardboard box, and basically it's just kind of a fun, kind of a kid project too. And you would cut it open, and now that becomes your vessel, if you will. And then you're going to try to basically, if you cut and glue a square of aluminum foil on the underside, and then you're going to cut a piece of plastic, and now you're going to basically use a magnifying glass to fry some food. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that one almost sounds like you might as well just use your own oven.
Just forget about it. Get the old Susie Bake Oven
That's
instead.
right.
I know.
Yeah.
Sounds like it could be a fire hazard too. You better be careful.
What happens when the box catches on fire?
I know. Have a fire extinguisher handy. The one that you have. You have a fire extinguisher, don't you now?
I do now. Thank you for letting me know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when we come back, we got some more fun to talk about. How about having a summer movie night at home?
Yay, I'm in.
Yay.
What are we watching?
And we're going to, we can watch whatever we want, but how about creating that whole atmosphere at home? Home Wizards, Eric Stormer, Cindy Dole. We're back in just a moment.